presenting, and this is my 20% project. Google Maps is a marvelous thing. They had satellites take photos of the world, so you could view almost any place from a bird's eye view. Within Google took it one step further and added street views. They had their employees drive around with cameras on their cars so you could see what a street looked like if you were walking on it. I'm a person who likes to go out into nature. What if I did the same thing that Google did with their street view, but with hikes around Marin? Of course, I couldn't make a program that allowed you to have a step-by-step walkthrough of a hike, but I could still photograph it. I had the hikes, I had the camera, so I did it. I photographed and wrote my opinion on 13 hikes around Marin. My 20% project was a big task to tackle, so I split up into 4 steps. The first step was to choose the hikes. My parents' friends, have lived around and explored Marin for many years. I started with them first. I got about 7 hikes from them. Then I went to the library, and I found this nifty blue book. I got the rest of my information and the rest of my hikes from it. Originally, at the beginning of my 20% project, I looked on a calendar to estimate how many hikes I could do. I thought I could do one every Saturday and Sunday until the project was due. That was about 20 hikes. Then I realized I completely overestimated. At the end, I came with 7 under my goal. The second step was to take the pictures. For each hike, I took about 70 to 200 pictures. I took pictures of the wildlife, if I could find it, some of the views, the trails, and some of the signs. The third step was to write the descriptions. Each of my descriptions had a rating of how much I liked the hike, how long it took, how difficult it was, and how steep it was. I also wrote a guide on how to complete it without getting lost. Once I was hiking up Mount Bardell, and once I got to the top, I thought it was a loop, so I went down another trail. That led me into a field of cows. I knew this wasn't right, so I navigated my way back to a road. My car was on the street parallel to it, but there was a fence and many houses blocking me from it. I had to walk down a busy road and past a church for 15 minutes just to get back to my car. The fourth step was to make the website. Originally, at first, I thought I could code it and make it by myself. Then I realized that I didn't have enough time to learn code, and it was too difficult for me. Then I thought I could use Google Sites. I used it in a technology class I was taking last year. But then I started, but then I got confused and gave up. Then I chose Weebly. The template I used was simple and easy to navigate, so you could find a hike that piqued your interest. Weebly allowed me to post a slideshow of my photos, my descriptions, and even a tab of Google Maps so you could see where your hike was on a map. Overall, I consider my 20% project a success. Even though I didn't complete 20 hikes, I still completed some and I made my website. Thank you.